What's up, everybody? Luis Miguel Echegaray. You all know me as LME. I'm here on my Lone Zone today as we wrap up this Tuesday of Champions League action. I'm just watching all the matches here. Join me. I want you to send me questions. I want you to talk to me about what you're seeing. If you're a Barcelona fan, how you feeling? If you're a Liverpool fan, how's it going? Even talk to me about tomorrow, Manchester City against PSG. Of course, you know I'm a lifelong Villa fan. You can ask me questions and comments about today's loss against Monaco. But we're just wrapping up here, 76th minute, 77 in some other matches. And literally, as we just went on, Barcelona just got another goal back, and that's Robert Lewandowski once again with a penalty. I believe that's 19 career Champions League penalties. And that's passing Lionel Messi now, by the way, in the standings only. And I think it's tying Cristiano Ronaldo. I'm going to ask my producer, Rob Moore, to confirm that with me. But I believe that with that second penalty that he just scored, he literally ties Cristiano Ronaldo for the most penalties in the Champions League. But Barcelona, they've got it all to do, man. 4-3, because before all of that, Vangelis Pavlidis, the Greek star, my God, his it's the fourth Champions League hat-trick against Barcelona. The first is Kylian Mbappe. I believe Faustino Asprilla got one as well back in the day. But it's been a ridiculous game. Benfica 4, Barcelona 3 right now. The other matches we're paying attention to: Liverpool winning 2-1 against Lille, 10-man Lille. Liverpool obviously already cementing their place in the next stages, but you know, they just continue to win and get points to make sure that top 8 and the top of that table in the league phase is confirmed. Ridiculous stuff right now. And other games, Atleti against Leverkusen, that's 1-1. So yeah, we're just watching a few matches right here. Atleti, man. You can never, ever doubt the fire and la garra of Cholo Simeone's team. Can't believe it. 75th minute, 1-1 with a red card. Julian Alvarez ties it. It's ridiculous how much they fight this team. But for the purpose of Villa, I really don't want Atleti to win, but that's for another day. All right, thanks so much for sending all these questions. Let's get with the first question here. LME, what's up with your Villa? What do you mean, what's up with my Villa? What do you mean? What do you mean? I mean, look, remember something. If we're just talking Champions League here, this is the first time in more than 40 years, by the way, right, that Villa has returned to the Champions League. And because of what's going on right now, Villa are currently 7th. They're 7th. And the fact that they still have a chance to cement a top 8 spot, meaning that they can get past that bye in the round of 16, is amazing. We're only a few points away from the top 4 as well in the Premier League. I mean, come on. I mean, what do you mean, what's up with my Villa? My Villa doing just fine. And by the way, again, a reminder, the top 8 get the automatic into the round of 16. And if Villa plays Celtic next week at home, if we win, I think essentially we get that point. So I think everything is just fine. Today was very frustrating. Yes. A lot of possession, not enough control. Monaco win 1-0. I think it was a leggy performance. I think that comeback against Arsenal took a lot out of Villa. But anyway, coming back to you in a second, because Antoine Griezmann's about to take a free kick. Leverkusen just got a red card. So it's 10 against 10, 77th minute. And there's a free kick right outside the box right now. It's crazy. I wasn't going to prioritize this game because Barcelona is still trying to play catch-up with Benfica. Liverpool just leading 2-1 against Lille in the 83rd minute. And Atleti are about to take a free kick just outside of Antoine Griezmann, by the way. Talk to me about him. Atleti fans, he's been ridiculous this season. What a player. All right. He's about to take the free kick. No, went nowhere. Goal kick. Still, though, 10-man against 10-man. Atleti pushing. All right, we got another question here. Thanks, everybody, for coming. I love you all. All right, if you had to describe Barcelona in one word, what would it be? Young. Vulnerable. Let's go with vulnerable. Because here's the thing. Barcelona and their Hansi Flick are so talented. We know that, right? Lamine Yamal is absolutely ridiculous. Rafinha is having a Ballon d'Or kind of season. But I think because of the Hansi Flick system, it requires so much of you that you're going to get chaotic performances. Hence what happened on the weekend. Hence what's going on against Benfica. That you can't, because Flick is such a demanding kind of manager when it comes to being physically pushing forward, high press, etc. They can be very chaotic and vulnerable. That's not taking anything away from what they're doing, but third in La Liga right now. I know they got that great Supercopa win against Real Madrid, but at the end of the day, all Barcelona fans care about is La Liga and the Champions League. So, they're very talented. The injuries are hurting them. Obviously, still financial issues. They're very good, but because they're so young, they're still vulnerable, I think. Juventus and Brugge, Club Brujas, 0-0 right now. By the way, Juventus still trying to push for a playoff spot. By the way, Man City, PSG. Any Man City fans there? Any PSG fans? Talk to me about tomorrow's game. Because I feel like the loser is kind of in trouble, right? I don't know. It's pretty crazy. Let's look at this table right now. PSG are 26th right now, 7 points. Man City on the cusp with 8 points. I mean, yeah, if they win, they jump a few places, but still, something tells me that a winner there is big. And by the way, don't forget about Real Madrid. In the 22nd, they should get a knockout stage spot, but the fact that they're not part of the top 8, that's crazy. PSV were 3-0 up against Red Star Belgrade, and now it's 3-2. Ryan Flamingo, by the way, scored a beauty. He was the man that got sent off for PSV. So now Red Star are pushing for that equalizer. I'm loving the league phase. I don't know if you're going to, listen, here's the thing about the league phase. It has created such competitiveness. It's crazy. So I'm all about the league phase right now, because when you look at this, it's ridiculous. In the final match day of the league phase, you're going to have so much competition for those final spots for the top 8 and for the playoff spots. I love it. What do you think? Tell me about it. All right, we got 5 minutes left. We're just watching here. Atalanta winning big, 5-0 earlier today. They're my tip to reach the final, by the way. They're very good. Bologna, by the way, did the turnaround on Dortmund. They need a win today to have any hope. And they're 2-1 up against Dortmund, coming back there, 88th minute. Any more questions? You send along, people. I'm loving the PSV shirts, by the way. They're very, very nice. This PSV away shirt, they're sexy. Stuttgart doing fine. Winning in Bratislava away from home 2-0. The Slaven got one back. So it's 2-1. We're coming to the end of the matches now. And just a recap, by the way, Barcelona pushing to try and get an equalizer against Benfica. And here we go. 5 minutes left. By the way, this is the third time in Barcelona's Champions League history that a team scores 3 goals in the first 30 minutes against them. 2 of the 3 have taken place in the stadium. And by the way, they've just equalized 4-all. Benfica 4, Barcelona 4. Unbelievable. I know I said one word to describe Barcelona. Let's go with chaotic. They are a chaotic team because you just don't know what's going to happen with them. Fair credit to them, man. Absolute beauty. Let me just see this one back. It was from a corner. That's a great cross. Oh. Unbelievable. From a corner, a short play. Benfica didn't do enough to protect it and defend, and Barcelona take full advantage. But here they come pushing again. This is a chaotic match, by the way. Oh my God. Unbelievable. Keep sending your questions, everybody. Here's another one. Do you like this current Champions League format? I love it. I love it. Honestly. I think what the league phase has done is it's made those big teams really think about it now, because they don't have the comfort of A, seeing the same team twice in the group stages, and B, because they have to play against different teams, not all of them are going to be at home. They now really have to work harder, which is what's happened with Real Madrid, Manchester City, the likes of PSG. And so what's that also happened is that's given a bigger incentive to those, teams that we don't normally know, who rely so much from what they can do at home. I think it's great. Just the fact that you have to play a different opponent every single match day is fantastic. I think it's been a massive win, because look what's going to happen next week in the final match day. There is so much drama everywhere you look. Barcelona keep pushing here, by the way. They're pushing for a winner, which is ridiculous. And by the way, that was speaking of the other game, Atleti against Leverkusen. That was Julian Alvarez's equalizer. That's 15 goals for Atleti in all competitions this season. Scored 19 goals last season in 54 matches for Man City in all competitions. And now for Atleti in his first season, 15 goals. He started quietly this season, but if you watch ESPN FC Live, if you're a follower, thank you so much. And you will know that I always keep saying the biggest mistake Man City did was let go of him. By the way, Benfica here, 1-on-1. Chesney, who I thought really should have just stayed retired, made some horrible mistakes today, just made a massive save to deny the 1-on-1 from Benfica. This is a huge game right now. 89th minute, and it's nuts. 4-all. Ridiculous. But yeah, back to Julian Alvarez. This is why Man City got, Marmoush, because they needed somebody to support Erling Haaland. How do you not, strengthen that in the preseason when you get rid of him? Back to Barcelona Benfica. It's just an absolute chaotic match here at Estadio do Benfica in Lisbon. It's raining, everybody going nuts. Angel Di Maria is on the pitch now. It's crazy. Huge save from Chesney to deny it. This is a great game, man. How can we not love this game? It's ridiculous. By the way, if this result holds 4-all, Barcelona would tie the Champions League record for the highest scoring draw. Would be the 5th 4-all draw in Champions League history, but this would be the highest scoring draw that would tie it. This would be one of the highest. And they've done a few of these high scoring matches, but this would tie the Champions League record for the highest scoring draw. 4-all has always been the highest. There's never been a 5-all. But now we have a free kick here, about 30 yards, 32 yards. Is that Rafinha? Oh, just over the bar. We're in stoppage time now. This is crazy bad. All right, Barcelona fans, if you're tuning in, please tell me what you're feeling here. Crazy. Oh, and we got news, by the way. In Madrid, massive. It was 10 men for a very long time for Atleti. Leverkusen also got down to 10 men. 1-all. Let's see it. And we were just talking about him. Is that man again? La Araña. Julian Alvarez. 2-1. Ridiculous. 2-1 to Julian Alvarez. To Atleti. Thanks to Julian Alvarez. Atleti go 2-1 against Leverkusen. Ugh, that might not be good for my Villa, Rob Moore. Tell me what's going on in the table, because that might not be good for my Villa. Might go 9th because of it. Yeah, no, we're still 8th. That's fine. I mean, it doesn't matter, because Wednesday's matches are definitely going to mean that they drop a little lower. Or maybe not. We'll see. But this is my point about this new format. It's so good. It's so good. because now we enter the match day with so many permutations. I mean, Man City PSG is massive tomorrow. Massive. If you don't win, whatever team doesn't win is crazy. 5th to 11th, they're all on 13 points. 5th to 11th are all on 13. So all those teams can go down or up depending on what happens on Wednesday, the end of today, and of course next week. That's why this league phase has really been a win. And yeah, there's obviously an economic incentive to make it like this, to have this new format, to have more teams, but you can't deny it. It's just been so much fun to just look at this big table and see what's going to happen. Okay, we're in the final minute here in Lisbon. This is crazy. And by the way, as low as 15th has 12 points. There's so much to play for. I mean, 15th has 12 points and you can still do something. It's crazy. You can still get a top 8 at 15th. Man City, who are on the cusp of not doing anything, they win tomorrow. They go up a little bit. 30 seconds left to go here. It's just the fact that it's raining makes it even crazier. Everybody's just soaked. Frankie de Jong is even getting on the action. The forgotten man just got a yellow card. Nah, that is just a terrible decision. He got the ball. He even put his foot back. That's ridiculous. Can't give that. Ridiculous decision. Liverpool win 2-1. Mohamed Salah, by the way, unbelievable. He got the opener and 22 goals in all competitions. That ties Bayern Munich's Harry Kane and Man City's Erling Haaland for the second most among players in Europe's top 5 leagues. Only Barcelona's Lewandowski has more this season with 26, excluding the Super Cups, by the way. Mohamed Salah. Liverpool fans, what do you think? Is he staying? Is he going? In my opinion, right now, he's Ballon d'Or, like number 1. We'll see what happens, obviously, because obviously trophies mean things, titles mean things, but right now he's leading the Ballon d'Or, I think. Benfica with a free kick. Araujo clears. Oh my God. Still in the box. Oh, Szczesny again. This is the great. This is like, when you're playing FIFA and your controller breaks, that's what's happening right now. But now on the counter, Rafinha. Oh my God. Unbelievable. Barcelona 5. Benfica 4. Rafinha with a counterattack, just like they did against Real Madrid. Unbelievable. On one side, in the box, Barcelona defending like crazy. Szczesny just clears it. And then Rafinha on the break. I was talking about Mohamed Salah, Ballon d'Or contender. This is the other man. Szczesny clears it from inside his own box. There's like commotion, but the ball eventually breaks. Huge clearance. I don't know who gives it to him, but Rafinha just like crazily speeds up, counters, takes the man on inside, boom. 5-4 to Barcelona. Unbelievable. That's his 22nd goal this season, by the way. And many assists. I think between him and Mohamed Salah right now for the best players in Europe. My humble opinion. What a ridiculous game. 5-4. What a comeback. There's now a check because there was a possibility of a handball that led up while they were clearing. They're just checking. The ref is waiting. Obviously, he's surrounded by players. No, it's given. Yeah, there was a potential penalty check as they were clearing because of a foul, but no way. Szczesny got the ball first, then the man. Checks over, Rafinha on the counter, boom. Barcelona went. Well, it's not over yet, but they're winning 5-4. This is nuts, man. This is a nuts game. Unbelievable. So right now, Barcelona. Oh, no. Hold up. There's something going on because the screen said that there was already a goal check, but no. Oh, okay. No, he was just being advised the fact that the Benfica bench were going nuts and stuff. So he sent off a few he sent off a few people on the bench because they've just been complaining like crazy. I think it was who was it? Cabral. Cabral got sent off. Oh my god, unbelievable. So it's just this game and the Atleti game left, but everything else is done. Liverpool win 2-1. Bologna win against Dortmund 2-1. PSV win 3-2. Atalanta, Monaco beat Villa 1-0. Atalanta beat Stormgrass 5-0. Liverpool 2-1, as I mentioned. Club Brugge and Juventus finish on a stalemate. Slavan Bratislava win 3-1 against Stuttgart, and Bologna win 2-1 against Dortmund. Wow. Unbelievable. I think that's it. It's over. So Liverpool win 2-1. That's big. And Barcelona with a huge victory. You got to give them credit. And I think I stick with that word if I'm to describe the word as Benfica is just complaining like crazy, but it wasn't a foul. I don't know what they're complaining about. Szczesny cleared the ball. Rafinha with a ridiculous counter. And they win a massive game. 5-4. Lewandowski with 2 penalties. Rafinha with a brace. Eric Garcia was the man on the 86th minute. And Atleti win 2-1 against Leverkusen. They equalize with 10 men. Then Leverkusen get 10 men. And then Julian Alvarez with a brace. Massive. What a day of Champions League action. Welcome, ESPN FC Live. Luis Miguel Echegaray, LME. Huge. If you got questions, send it to me right now. This is huge. Listen, this is what makes the league phase so exciting. All these things. Because now we're really going back and forth to who's going up, who's staying in the top 10, who's lowering. But the biggest storyline right now is Barcelona with a huge comeback here. And here's the table. Liverpool, of course, doing wonderfully. They've won every single game in the competition. Unbelievable by Arne Slot, Mohamed Salah, and team. Barcelona with a huge win because that also guarantees for them a top 8 spot. Huge. And that's massive. You want to have that clearance going into the final match day. Atleti with a big win. They go third. 15 points. And Atalanta, from their big win earlier against Stormgrass, they win as well. Massive day. Any questions, anything you want to tell me? But this is the thing about the Champions League. I'm telling you. All right, we got a question here. How badly do Liverpool need to keep hold of Salah? This is a good question. On one side, you have to say to yourself, you're talking about the best player right now in the Premier League, and in my opinion, Europe. There's just no denying that. But on the other side, you have to think about Liverpool as a whole economically and the age of Mohamed Salah. Because we're not talking about a 27-year-old, right? We're talking about somebody that's now into his 30s, perhaps thinking about 2 seasons. But you have to give him everything that he wants. But the tricky part here is that they also have to deal with Trent Alexander-Arnold and Virgil van Dijk. In my opinion, you have to try and do everything you can to keep hold of Salah. That to be honest with you, that to me is the most important thing. And I think Virgil van Dijk will stay. And Trent Alexander-Arnold, I think you let him go, honestly, because the team, you have pieces that can complement that. Mohamed Salah is more important. Here's another one. LME, what did you think of Julian Alvarez's move to Atletico initially? I liked it for Atletico. I thought it was great for Atletico. I think I even said it on the show that he's actually in many ways the perfect type of Diego Simeone player, because the things that Diego Simeone wants is the same thing that Gallardo liked at River Plate, and that's what Araña Julian Alvarez does. For Man City, I thought it was so stupid to just do that and not replace him. And I think part of the struggles that have happened this season for Man City is not just because of Rodri, but it's because when Man City are not moving in the final third, Erling Haaland kind of gets lost. Julian Alvarez kind of like alleviated a lot of that. So great for Atleti, terrible for Manchester City. But they have Marmoush now, which hopefully will help. So yeah, so there you have it. Listen, this is crazy. What a crazy, crazy win. I mean, to score in the 96th minute for Barcelona, Rafinha, what a season. The fact that he was at Leeds and then he goes to Barcelona, he's amazing. He's definitely a Ballon d'Or contender, I think. Here's another question. Do Barcelona stand a chance in La Liga, or is their season slipping away? Currently third, 7 of Real Madrid. No, of course they have a chance in La Liga. Because, listen, like when you look at the table in La Liga, yes, they're third, but there's still points to be taken here. I get it. 7 away from Real Madrid, 5 away from Atleti, but there's still a chance. I personally don't see it anymore. I think Real Madrid are going to end up doing something. It would be great for me to see Atleti win it because I'm such a big fan of Diego Simeone. Honestly, what he has done throughout his tenure with Atleti is unbelievable. But to answer your question, do Barcelona stand a chance in La Liga, or is their season slipping away? I think they stand a chance, but it's not going to be easy because before they were controllers of their own destiny, no longer. But when you look at the table, March 16th away at Metropolitano when they have to play Atleti, that's massive. They got to win that. They have to win that. And then at home, May 11th to Real Madrid, they have to win that. If they can win that and then obviously take care of business in the rest of the season, then there's a chance. But they got to win those 2 matches. Listen, this has been so much fun. We want to keep on doing it. So please send more questions. Tomorrow is a massive game, as I mentioned. Manchester City against PSG. PSG, by the way, they haven't lost a game in 10 matches in all competitions. But it's been almost a year since they've won 2 consecutive games in the Champions League at Parc des Princes. And for Man City, the last time that they were in the Champions League was that loss to Juventus, which meant 3 straight matches without winning. But that was back in December. A lot has happened now. They're much better. I know it was just Ipswich Town, but that was a good one. All right, here's another question. We're about to wrap up. So a few last questions and then we can wrap up. But thank you so much. All right. Who's your favorite to win the Premier League? I know. Champions League action, but let's throw it on in. Well, listen, actually, I can correlate it with both. I think it's Liverpool's title to lose, honestly. I think Man City are back to their old selves almost, but I don't think they're going to win the Premier League. I think the damage was too big. I think Nottingham Forest are legitimate contenders. Honestly, they are. Why not? Leicester City won the Premier League. Why can't they be contenders for the title? I just don't think they're going to do it. I think my Villa taking a point there against Arsenal really dented their hopes. And I've said it all along. They need a clinical striker. They still haven't done it. So I think this is Liverpool's title to lose. I think Liverpool's going to win this, by the way. But anyway, thank you so much for being part of today. It was awesome. We want to keep doing this, so make sure you jump on. The highlights of today was Liverpool and Barcelona confirm their place in the bye in the top 8. So they are in the round of 16 with that bye. Liverpool with a 2-1 win. Mohamed Salah doing his thing as well. Harvey Elliott scoring the second. And Atleti doing great things. But Barcelona, what a comeback. What a comeback. 5-4. We got more Champions League tomorrow. I won't be here, but hopefully we'll do this again. Have a great rest of your day. As always, follow us on ESPN FC Live, ESPN FC, wherever you watch it. We're always here to commentate, and the show will come back as well later on. I'll be here in the weekend, actually, to talk all Premier League action. Have a fantastic rest of your day. We'll see you next time. Till then, bye-bye.